Disney legends Richard M. Sherman and Alan Menken. Now, please welcome your host for this evening, noted Disney historian and popular Disney event personality, Tim O'Day.
For that very warm applause. Thank goodness my PayPal account still works. Have you had a great day here at the D23 Expo?
Yes!
Well, I guarantee you're in for a very, very memorable night. Who's been looking forward to this for months? Imagine, think about this. It might sound cliche to say, but these two gentlemen, they have written the soundtrack, well, of our lives, whether you're 7 or 70. Yep. And it's truly amazing that they're sharing the stage for the first time. So, are you ready?
Yeah!
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Disney legends Richard Sherman and Alan Menken. So, what are we going to do?
Play four-handed? How about age before beauty?
Age before beauty. You got it.
And the beast.
Kid. Ladies and gentlemen, Alan Menken. Well, hello, Richard.
Very happy to be among my family again. The Disney folks, that's all my family.
I think we can leave that as. There you go. Perfect.
I want to be able to see everybody. These guys over here and these guys over here. So, good to be with you, Tim.
Good to be with you.
It's great.
How many of you have joined us before? When we had? Well, we're going to throw a few new wrinkles into this, but you know, we were talking backstage. Let's start with, you referred to her as your good luck charm.
My lucky star. There was a lovely young lady. She was 15 years old. She stepped up to a microphone and she sang a little rocker back in 1958, long before many of you were born. And it was Annette Funicello. She had just been the last of the graduates of the Musketeers show, and they decided to give her some rock and roll songs to sing because she's still very, very popular. And so they heard a little ditty my brother Bob and I wrote, and she made a recording of it, and it started the Sherman brothers, really, with Disney. And I'll sing that in honor of my dear, dear friend, Annette Funicello. On the sidewalk, writing on the wall, everybody knows it. I love Paul, tall Paul, tall Paul, tall Paul. He's my Paul. For projects, shows, movies, and they're forgotten. They're used once and never again. But with Disney, it stays. It keeps going back and back and back. And that's one of the great blessings of writing for Disney. It really is.
Now, we were talking about these novelty songs and strange assignments. One time you got an assignment to tell the story of something being ugly.
Oh, yeah. There's a film we did for Disney called the Summer Magic. Summer Magic. You know the Summer Magic. And it starred Haley Rose and a wonderful folk singer named Burl Ives, a great actor and singer. And I've been a great fan of Earl Ives. He's a great performer. And we came up with a little idea for him. He was going to sing a song called The Ugly Bug Ball. And it was a cute idea. We liked it. It was kind of ragtime. It gave us a chance to write a different style than we usually wrote. And it was kind of marvelous. And Bob and I were tickled, except one day Walt said to us, you know, I don't like the word ugly. It's a negative word, and I think it sets me off. I'm not too happy. It's not the song, I just don't like the word ugly. And we were really kind of worried about it, and Bob came up, my brother, thank God, he came up and he said, Walt, a rhinoceros, a guy rhinoceros, looks at a girl rhinoceros and says, she's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. You know, and Walt said, well, if we can get that into the script. So basically what happened, Sally Benson, who was the script writer, wrote something of that into it, so we get to do Ugly Bug Ball. And I love that song, so I'm gonna play that for you now. It's in ragtime. Once a lonely caterpillar sat and cried to a sympathetic beetle by his side. I've got nobody to hug, I'm such an ugly bug. Then a spider and a dragonfly replied, if you're serious and want to win a bride, come along with us to the glorious annual Ugly Bug Ball. Come on, let's crawl to the Ugly Bug Ball, and a happy time we'll have there, one and all. Then our caterpillar saw a pretty queen. She was beautiful in yellow, black, and green. He said, would you care to dance? That dancing led to romance. Then she sat upon his caterpillar knees, and he gave his caterpillar queen a squeeze. Soon they'll honeymoon, build a big cocoon, thanks to the Ugly Bug Ball. Come on, now let's crawl, got to crawl to the Ugly Bug Ball, to the ball, and a happy time we'll have there, one and all, at the annual Ugly Bug Ball. Incredible, delightful stories with wonderful characters, all about a little stuffed teddy bear and his friends. And he wrote this for his little boy, Christopher Robin. And we had the great honor of being asked to write the music for that original Winnie the Pooh series. And so I'll play the title song, which I just love. Deep in the 100-acre wood, where Christopher Robin plays, you'll find the enchanted neighborhood of Christopher's childhood days. A donkey named Eeyore is his friend, and Kangaroo and Little Roo. There's Rabbit and Piglet, and there's Owl, but most of all, Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh, Winnie the Pooh, tubby little cubby all stuffed with fluff. He's Winnie the Pooh, Winnie the Pooh. Cut. Thank you, Willie.
Winnie the Pooh, Winnie the Pooh, tubby little cubby all stuffed with fluff. He's Winnie the Pooh, Winnie the Pooh. Willie is silly old bear. Tigger!
The thing about tigers is tigers are wonderful things. Their tops are made out of rubber, their bottoms are made out of springs.
They're bouncy, 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 fun, 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 fun.
But the most wonderful thing about tigers is I'm the only one. Tigers are wonderful fellas. Tigers are awfully sweet. Everyone else is jealous. And that's why I repeat and repeat the wonderful thing about tigers. Is tigers are marvelous chaps. They're loaded with vim and vigor. They love to leap in your laps. They're bumpy, jumpy, clumpy, bumpy, fun, 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 fun. But the most wonderful thing about tigers is I'm the only one. I'm the only one. I just celebrated my 85th birthday.
Tigger's doing great. Now, there was another film that you did that I know is one of your personal favorites, and that would be The Jungle Book.
I'm not okay.
And recently, that film has been turned into a stage show, a highly acclaimed stage show.
Yep.
Oh, no, I'm very excited about it.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about that.
Well, actually, Jungle Book was a great assignment because, see, Rudyard Kipling, the great English author, had written a marvelous book called Jungle Book, and it was a very serious, dark story. It had a lot of mysterious things in it and grisly things that took place in the jungle. And Walt fell in love with the storyline, but he didn't like the tone, the attitude of it. And originally there was a series of an entire screenplay created for it, and Walt rejected it out of hand. He didn't like it, but he wanted to do the story. So he asked several of us to come into his office one morning, and I remember there were story men there, there were directors and background people and all, and then Bob and I were the songwriters on the staff, so we were there, of course. And he said, how many of you fellows have read Rudyard Kipling's Jungle Book? And not a hand was raised. It was like being in school and you didn't do the assignment, you know, you couldn't raise your hand. And he said, great, I'm glad you didn't do that because I don't want you to read that book. I want to tell you the story. And he did. The greatest storyteller of the last century by far was Walt Disney himself. He told the story, he was. And he told us that morning how he wanted to see Jungle Book, and he became the different characters. He became Baloo the bear, and he became the king of the apes, and he became all these wonderful characters. And all of a sudden, we were nuts about this story. We had to tell it right. And so, one of the assignments, he said, take the scariest, grimmest story and have fun with it.
Well, Richard, one of the things that we talked about backstage, actually, you were going on and on about how much you love the stage show, this new stage show, The Jungle Book.
It's just wonderful. They've taken the score, the original score, plus Terry Gilkison's song, which I always take vows for, and I didn't write, and that's The Bare Necessities. It's a great song. The one song we didn't write for the picture, but all the rest of the songs were Bob's and mine. And that score, plus new additional songs that Bob and I had written for a sequel, plus a few other things, are fattened out into this big stage production. And it looks so great. They have wonderful live cast, and I'm very excited about it. It'll be touring. I'm sure it'll be coming to these.
But we were talking, you kind of focused on the Vultures song.
Oh,
it was one of your favorite songs in the film, and they do it in the play as well.
Yeah, now there we were assigned to do a song that these vultures, vultures, they wait till something's dead, then they eat them, they eat the carrion. And it's kind of a grisly thing, so we decided, let's not do that kind of vultures. We'll have friendly vultures. We'll have vultures that want to be nice. And there's a little entendre in it. We did it as a barbershop quartet. So you've got to imagine a barbershop quartet with slightly Liverpudlian accents singing this thing. When you're alone, who comes around to pluck you up when you are down? And when you're outside looking in, who's there to open the door? That's what friends are for, and who's always eager to extend a friendly claw. That's what friends are for.
Gentlemen, over here, please.
You guys are really sly. I saw them this morning. They were in a presentation, and they did a great job, by the way.
You joined them?
Guys, really.
Yeah.
But the thing is that when they did the presentation, I saw them afterwards, and I said, well, are you going to be here tonight? Because Alan and I are doing this concert. And they said, no, unfortunately, we're tied up. And I felt so bad because we never rehearsed it. This is completely oh my goodness. So what are we going to do? Smoke spoonful?
Yeah, I think we should do just a little bit of spoonful of sugar.
Spoonful of sugar? You know that one.
I know it. You don't? If anyone else knows it, feel free to chime in with us on the chorus.
Always.
We need help, huh? In every job that must be done, there is an element of fun. You find the fun and snap the job to do. And every task you undertake becomes a piece of cake, a lark, a spree. It's very clear to see that a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. The medicine go down, medicine go down. Just a spoonful of sugar And I love the accompaniment in the audience. That's great. A robin feathering his nest has very little time to rest while gathering his bits of twine and twig. Though quite intent in his pursuit, he has a merry tune to toot. He knows a song will move the job along. For a spoonful of sugar of medicine go down, the medicine go down, medicine go down. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down in a most delightful way. Great applause. And when we first played our ideas for Mary Poppins,